The moment we wake up early in the morning and start with our daily chores, we depend on various items. You may say there are many in the list. Yes, but most of the items used by us are made up of a single material collectively known as plastic. Yes, the toothbrush handle, the comb, plates, bottles, lunch boxes, bodies of refrigerators, water purifiers, laptops, and so many other articles. The list would be endless. So are all these articles made up of plastic? Yes, but they are quite different from each other. So how is that possible? Well, it is possible because plastic itself comes in various forms.
Next we'll move on to plastics. Okay, plastic also comes under synthetic fiber itself, but here the polymer arrangement is different. Okay, in some plastic what happens is you can find these polymers arranged in a linear one. In a linear way. Linear means in a straight line. Okay. Here can you see these circles are arranged in a straight line. Here what happened? It is cross-linked. Okay. So it is not in a straight line. It is linked. So this polymer is linked to this link also and to this link also. So it is called as a cross-linked. Okay. So here in plastics, polymer is arranged in two different ways. One is in a linear way and other one is a cross-linked way. Okay, so because of these two nature, plastic also is categorized under two types. One is thermoplastic and one more is thermosetting plastic. Okay, so what are the two types of plastics? One is thermoplastic and other one is thermosetting plastic. Now here thermoplastic. So plastics get deformed easily on heating. Okay, plastics get deformed easily on heating. Deformed means what? It melts. Okay, melts easily. Bega melt ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅದು. Plastics get melts easily on heating. Then such type of plastics are called thermoplastics. Okay, so example for this thermoplastic is PVC. PVC pipe. Have you seen PVC pipes? That is polyvinyl chloride. Okay, so PVC full form, if you need you can write it down. Polyvinyl chloride. Okay, PVC stands for polyvinyl chloride. Okay, so you can see this PVC in the preparation of huge pipes and all. Okay, so next coming to the second type of plastic, that is thermosetting plastic. So thermosetting plastic is completely opposite of the thermoplastic, where here it gets melt very soon when you heat this. Here it does not get melt. Okay, this is very strong plastic. That plastics will not be softened by heating. That is called thermosetting plastic. And the better example for this thermosetting plastic, that is Bakelite. Okay, Bakelite, have you seen? Most of the people, you will have non-stick utensils in your home, right? Non-stick tawa, non-stick kadai, all such things. And in the non-stick utensils, whatever you can see that black color coating, that is called as a Bakelite. Okay, whatever in the induction whatever in the non-stick utensils you can see the black coating inside that is called as a Bakelite, wherein that is a very strongest element. That thermosetting plastic, it comes under thermosetting plastic, where it does not get melts very easily. Okay, even though large amount of heat is produced also, it does not get melts very easily. So these are some of the difference between thermoplastic as well as thermosetting plastic. This is the last topic, that is characteristics of the plastics. Okay, there are two main characteristics of plastic. One is plastics are non-reactive. Non-reactive means when you place the plastic in when you react the plastic with any metal also, it will not react it very soon. So it is non-reactive in nature. Okay, it does not react very soon with other metal or other substance. So it is called as non-reactive. Okay, plastics are non-reactive. Next one is plastics are strong in nature. They are very strong. Okay, plastics are very strong in nature. So these are the two different characteristics of plastics. So now the last topic, that is plastic affect environment. Plastic affect environment, right? In lot many way plastic affect the environment. That is one thing, the plastic is non-biodegradable in nature, right? Plastics is a non-biodegradable in nature. And because of this non-biodegradable nature, complete the plastic has been acquired the whole world itself. So because of the plastic itself, a person is suffering a lot. Okay, so each and every citizen of our country should take a pledge that not to use plastics. Okay, so for in this lesson they have given the 5 R's. That is a principle. Okay, how to reduce, that is to remove the plastic out of our country. Those 5 R's are reduce, reuse, recycle, recover and refuse. Is it clear? So these 5 R's should be used by each and every citizen to protect our country from all the dangerous causes which are causing because of this plastics. Okay, so here ends our chapter, synthetic fibers and plastics.
What do we mean by this? To understand this, let us draw 2 figures. Can you tell me the difference between the two? Yes, the first one is linear in fashion. On the other hand, the second one is interlinked. This type is called the cross-linking type. But why are we studying these now? We know that plastic is a polymer. Now the various monomeric units in the different plastics are arranged in different patterns. And what would these patterns be? Yes, they are either linearly arranged or they are arranged in a cross-linked manner. Not only the arrangement, but even the difference in monomeric units that make up the polymer is responsible for giving us the various forms. However, plastics are usually classified in 2 major categories. Let us take 2 commonly used examples. One is the handle of our frying pan, while the other is a simple water bottle. What will happen when you heat the two? Needless to say, the bottle will melt within no time, but the handle will just heat up without much physical change. Can you tell me why? If both are plastics, then why is there so much difference? Well, that is because the two are different types of plastics. The first one, which makes up the handle, is called the thermosetting plastic, while the other type is referred to as the thermoplastic. Looking at the incidence of heating, can you tell me the basic difference between the two? That's correct. Thermosetting plastics are those which do not melt on heating. While manufacturing the particular article, when the plastic is casted into mold, it takes up the form permanently. It cannot be remolded later. The 2 most commonly used examples of thermosetting plastics are melamine and bakelite. And where are they used? Melamine is known to withstand high amounts of heat. It is therefore used in making tiles, floorings and kitchenware. Bakelite, on the other hand, is used in making handles of kitchen utensils and switches, as it's a poor conductor of heat and electricity. So this was about thermosetting plastics. What could be the properties of thermoplastics then? In contrast to the thermosetting type, these can be molded or simply melted on heating. Yes, thermoplastics can be easily bent or heated to remold it into various forms. And do we know any such type used daily? Absolutely. Polythene and PVC are the most common ones. Where do we use polythene? Yes, right from bags to the adhesive tapes, polythene is used in various forms. And what is PVC? It stands for polyvinyl chloride. PVC comes in 2 distinct forms. The first one is hard or rigid PVC that is used in making strong structures like construction pipes. In contrast, the other type is soft PVC, which is used for making containers and bottles used daily by us. These were a few examples explaining how types of plastics are used. But can you tell me why plastic is a choice against so many other naturally occurring materials? What properties of plastics make it a preferred material over others on the list? Well, in order to know this, you will have to watch our next video.